points in the game.
Real in my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up, she asked me do I. Right now I'm fresh as hell, somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Trailing me, back to back. Back like Rose, I'm at black, my rover, cha-cha, gon' show you, cha-cha, gon' they gon' heat me up, I've been trying to keep it cool, these little, they tried to start it, too late, my finger was already on it, call me Shovel Man, she like the way I pull up and I, the 100 times they ask, I be like, I ain't never, all that beating around the bush, homie, say it with your chest, got a lot of dog on me, know you probably smell it, like my name, Jody, pull up in the vet, go and check the news, Brody, heard somebody stretch, in your feelings by the better get a grill, tired of getting taxed for that, take a trip, I got right here for show up, make everybody dip, went to visit Granny, she say, what's that poking out your hip, I told Brody walk behind so he can catch me if I slip, she begging me to take a sip, first she drove the boat, then she like a ship, first you load it up, then you empty out the I'm not no button, not no wrinkled clothes, it ain't no pressing me. I got on Vinci, LV, no night, but I got that check on me. If I swing this from left to right, but they be on go for me. Get a glimpse when I'm out, it's bad luck. I just put 10 mil in the pen, it made me feel better. They're passing out deep, I'm cold with the my little young ran an M on the road, he a scammer. Dripping money, cloud splash, I'm covered in bells. But I'm clever, vendettas, raw, whatever. I'm a rebel, but better. If I go federal. I pour up, I don't measure. I soon I met her. I leveled up, my bread up. I'm fed up, it's pressure. It's gang, you can't hang. We slamming out whoever. I keep it on, get stuck on it. Mason Margiela. Got 2 cribs in Alpharetta, they down the street from each other. I know the spot. My little one, he know the laptop. Shorty having Chris Vick, he a vampire. Camping right in front of your house and start up a campfire. I just did my numbers in front of this one a landslide. Ain't gonna be no who this shit, I'm spinning back to back. Any say on the issue. My natural habit. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to 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 back. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the visiting team and the home team. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway for Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action in this game. Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Quickly to the air. Here's Shuck. Dumped off to his running back. It's a small gain up to the 38. Tackle made by Miles Murphy.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shuck now from the gun. It's caught right side by Johnson. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Manages a gain of 3 there. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Tight end going in motion here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And he's all the way down to the 32-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Sending them on the dive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over, over.
Shuck working from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! And the Blues have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's 1st series. So what happened there, partner? It looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
Love throwing to start us off. It's cut right side by Watson. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, 2nd down.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect from your teammates.
And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's good for a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now running here with Jaden Blue. On the move, past the 40. And finally, they bring him down. He should... Off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Love out of the shotgun. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
Love from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Love throwing on 4th. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More coming up after this quick break. Time to begin the 2nd quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing to take the spark out of a series, quite like getting stuck for a loss. That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
4th down, here's Love. On the move, headed right. And caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Blues get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All set to go now from the 35. They pitch it out to him here. And he picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
He connects downfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Quick throw is caught. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
1st and 10.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. That is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again here, it's Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
It's on target to Johnson. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It's a gain of 8.
It's an 8-yard gain and a great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
First down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Running back sent in motion left. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Honolulu on the other side. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send a receiver in motion right. Shotgun snap to Shuck. He's got it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down, Tokyo.
Complete on the option. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Shuck running the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Tigers earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
Point after good from Smith. And these guys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Love with it on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 1st and 10 from the 43.
First down.
Shotgun now for Love. He finds his running back, Henderson. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The 22-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Once more, it's Love. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball. But to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Looking to throw. He's going deep. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All set to go now from the 35. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Love. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. And that's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie, heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially when one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives them the first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. On first down, they'll run. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Third and just 2 to go. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Back to throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
And this drive is quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that.
Mix it in for the touchdown. The Blues just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Shock now on first down. Complete out to the right. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's 2nd and inches.
Running for the marker on second. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And they'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So gain 11 on that play. And that is good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Drive play straight ahead. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
Taken down at the 41.
We're down to one quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It'll be their football and their playoff future in jeopardy as they trail. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shuck now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So the choice is made. No 53-yard field goal try. They are going for this first down. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. It's complete. This is Olave. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first. Back to throw. Shuck. Gets it to him on the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. And goes to the hurry up here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Caught quick right side. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first.
6-yard line.
May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Brings up second
That run
and
right there, that
7.
kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
This is Henderson on second down. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Sticking with Henderson. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
That's good.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
22-yard line.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. 45. 1. Blue check. Check pink.
And off headed left. Henderson. And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to call some back. They make it 3rd and short.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Gain on the play.
The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Blues out to get a boot into this one. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Trying to set this up quick.
13 yards on the play. And a Tokyo 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
Here he is to throw. Has a man on target to Johnson. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Tokyo 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he's going to spike it with exactly 40 seconds left on the clock. Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Now an inside handoff to Miller. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 28.
17 yards.
Working quickly here.
It's another Tokyo 1st down.
And with 11 seconds remaining, they get it spiked. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Setting up to pass. And it's Johnson with another one. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. That
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. As one side leaves dejected, another can finally, at least briefly, Brock, relax here. Their playoff run extending into the divisional rounds.
Yeah, you get to these 60 minutes, and what is it, Kate? A suddenness? Like the suddenness of the season being over for one, and then the reality of like, wow, here we go. Here's a divisional round. Here's possible championship round. Maybe that Super Bowl is out there for us. It all happens right now, in real time, in front of our eyes.
So for my partner Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Blues as we say aloha from Honolulu.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide knockouts make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, wife, Q-tip, Alicia Heed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off. Dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, man, do the pepper seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break it way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 7 seats and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unleaded fuels. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the place, then yo, I step correct. But I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. But I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. But I got you all in check. Hey, hey, oh, hey. Yo, hey.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. They can't stop the run. Stop the run. stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop. Shake my paranoia, can't stop the rock. 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 Shake my paranoia, I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia, I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop the rock, can't stop the rock, you can't stop. Let's get down, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, get down. Down, baby. Down, baby. Down, baby. Down, baby. Shake the rock like Henry Moore. Aphrodite at the waterhole. Shake the rock like Henry Moore. Aphrodite at the waterhole. Come on. Can't stop. Can't stop. Can't stop. Stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop the rock. Can't stop the rock. You can't stop.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in, See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah.
Better when
Yeah.
I wanna
Yeah.
get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
The past be the past, I'm on a new level.
No regrets, sunshine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine. Yeah. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Something takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheap for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Feeling like a freak on a leash. Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I felt disease? Nothing in my life is free. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be. A cheap for me to lay. Something
what's a black grand national? Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll reach that, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on?